Hi, my name is Linus. I did an adaptation of the game Dawn of the Zeds, second edition for Card Warden, and I just want to give a quick overview of how it turned out. I did this on Card Warden by Michael Azera, a great tool to adapt your card games into an iOS, in this case the iPad. So this is the main screen of Card Warden. I just go to Game Table. It says one moment, and this is how the game shows up. And I make a quick run through from bottom to top. On the bottom you can see there are 2 point trackers which I'm using for ammo and supplies. You just tap on the yellow arrows to increase or decrease your ammo and your supplies. And you can see there's a die symbol. Let me use the mouse here, this one. And when you tap on the die, this page shows up. You can see the default value is 6, which is absolutely right for us. And when I tap on roll, it rolls a die for me and it shows the result. And when I tap a second time, the large number shows the result of the roll, and the smaller number on the right side, this one here, shows the sum of both. So this is all you need, 1 or 2 dice rolls and the sum for playing Dawn of the Zeds. So just tap it to close it again. Then we have the board. This is the original file from Victory Point Games. I found it on Board Game Geek. Just import it here as a background, and you see there were already the villages and the civilian stacks set up. The section on top of it is for the cards. On the left side, the Fate deck, and there will also be the event deck, but this has to be prepared first. I'll get to this later. On the right side I placed the counters you use most in the game: the dead Zeds counter, the casualties counter, the Zeds counter, and the chaos marker. And you see the numbers on the side of it, the 10, the 9, the 19. It just shows how many pieces there are in the stack, or how many cards are in the deck. You cannot turn them off, unfortunately, but I don't know, they don't bother me. So when I take one counter here from the dead set, it goes down to 9, and when I place it back, it's 10 again. You can see I had to rework the or redesign the Zeds counter to have a neutral background. They show Zeds right now here, and when I draw one of them, they come up like this, and the white number, the 4, is the strong side, so the first side. And instead of flipping them to the weak side, I just rotate them twice to their lower strength side. It works pretty fine, and the numbers are just a bit larger than the original, so you can see them better when they are on the board. Let's move it back. Then on top of these 4 stacks, I came up with this idea for the research track, because I didn't have any place for the research. This is, you can see, research counters. The left is a stack, and the right is, well, the discard stack. There's only one counter here at the beginning of the game, and it says, okay, you are at research level 0, and healing is on a 6+. And on top of the pile of the stack, it says research 3+, so on 3+ you reach your next research level. And when I reach this, I just grab the marker and the top marker and put it on the discard. It says, okay, research level 1, healing still on 6+, next research on 4+, and so on. Research number 2, we need a 5+. Then we need a 5+ plus 1 supply. This is the red plus S. 5+ plus 1 supply, and so on. And research 6 gives you the super weapon, which is the SW. And the next research step gives you the final component, FC. And for the next research, or the last research step, you need a 6+, a supply, and of course the final component brought back into the town center. And the last research is here, Eureka. So you made it, and it says healing is on a 3+. So that's a pretty, let's say, convenient way, and works pretty well. Then you have on top the tables you use the most often, which is the gunfire attack table, the hand-to-hand combat attack table, and just one thing I just can't remember and have to look up always, is the forage table. We have the action, number of actions, the action marker, and the infection track, of course, here with the infection marker. And the hospital and refugee camp I moved down here. Yeah, so it all fits on the screen pretty well, and it's still large enough to be played, and everything can be read. There is no way to resize the counters, unfortunately, so some counters might look a bit large, like the chaos marker, but that's okay. Stop here. When setting up, you see I got the civilian stack here. These are 7 civilians plus the 2 green diamond security guards. They're in a stack, and I just tap on them. If you tap on a stack of or on a card or on a counter, this page shows up, and there you got the options to flip, to move the top counter to the bottom, to shuffle, to destroy, or to browse through it. I'll just give it a shuffle at the beginning of the game, and then got a fixed order clockwise starting from forest. So the first one goes to forest. If a green diamond security guard shows up, the first one goes to the top spot. Then we go on clockwise and distribute them here. The next green diamond security guard, and like this, and the last 2 stay in the village center and the town center. That's my way of randomizing them without having to give them a neutral back side. What else? Usually the civilians are rotated upside down, but I decided only for 90 degrees, because when I double tap on a civilian's counter like this one, I double tap on it, it automatically flips to the right side by 90 degrees, and that's just easier during gameplay. So this is kind of the setup of the civilians. And a very cool feature are these 6 drawers. You see the yellow arrows? These are drawers you can open and close. I'll open the upper right one, and as you can see it's green and empty. But let's open the lower one. This one is one for game preparation. It shows all your heroes. So let's say I want to start with Sheriff Hunt. I just take the counter, move it here. On the left side I got my hero deck, all the hero cards. When I tap on it, I can go to browse, and I can flip through it until I find, like here, Sheriff Hunt. Tap on it, and here we have him. I have this card, I just park it up there. So here I'm back. Sorry. Okay, then we got the hero deck. I just tap on it, shuffle it, and then draw my 3 additional heroes. And place the markers, of course, like major and so on. You get the idea. Then I close the drawer, and usually the drawer on top of it, this is a drawer I park my hero cards and close it again. Usually I know them by heart, and if I have to look up something I don't know, I just open it, tap on the card, and here it is. The left side, the lower two drawers are for game preparation of the event deck. You can see I got 4 piles. Let me just remove the civilians up here. I got 4 piles of event decks, which are from left to right: the blue deck, the green deck, the yellow deck, and the orange deck. I think that's the running order. And let's say I'm preparing a standard game. First, I'll tap on each deck and shuffle it. Tap, shuffle, tap, shuffle. Then I have to remove some cards. 1, 2 from the blue ones. And I say make deck here. Then it's 4 from the green ones, and 5 from the yellow ones, and I think it's 2 from the orange ones. So the deck on the 13 cards on the lower right side I will not use in the game. Then there are 3 cards from the left deck placed on the green deck. Then I'll shuffle it again. 4 go from this deck, 3, 4 go to this deck, and then shuffle it again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to this deck, shuffle the last deck. And from the last deck we have 1, 2, 3 cards as the last 3 cards. Make deck. So this will be the bottom part of our draw pile. And then there is the next drawer, which includes all these special cards that will be shuffled in there. So the doctor is in. This is something that is not good in Card Warden, that it moves the counters beneath it. These 2 cards go here. Shuffle it. These 4 cards, 4 not 5, 4 cards go here. And I'll shuffle the deck, and these 2 cards, no, these 3 cards, of course. Whoops, that was wrong. My mistake. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's right. They go in the last deck. So shuffle, and then I close the drawer and place the stacks on top of each other. Hope I did this right. Close the drawer, and this is my draw deck. Let's place the villagers and civilians back. So now I can draw my cards here. The cards are just large enough so you can read the title, you can read the numbers for RRR, Outbreak, Consume Supplies, and the Zeds movement and the actions. And if we really don't know or cannot read, I could read the text on the cards. Just tap on it and it'll open and show a larger size of it. Well, this is almost it. The top left drawer contains all the markers you used during the game, like the Red Zeds marker, the Raiders, Rangers, Super Weapon, and Noel, and the Special Zeds unit. They don't have the neutral Zeds background because, well, they're Special Zeds and you don't draw them randomly. And of course, when you flip them, they flip to their other sides like the originals. That's a quick overview. Maybe I'll do a short run through of 2 turns or something like this to show how it works. But that's basically it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so this is just a quick run through of 1 or 2 turns. This is the game setup. Almost, I only have to place the Zeds. You see, the town center can get pretty crowded in the beginning, but once the characters move out there, that's okay. So I'll take the Zeds unit starting from the forest track, clockwise. First one, second one, third, fourth, fifth. And this is the preparation, and I'll just draw the first event card. Raiders, refugees, 1, nothing. Outbreak on a 5+, no. Consume supplies, no. The Zeds move on the forest track, like this. Then we got 3 actions, and let's zoom in here. If a friendly unit ends the action phase in nuclear plant space, increase the research level. So I mark my 3 actions here, and I'm just doing something here just to show you how it works. I'll take whatever agent right and move her down here. This is our first action. Second action, I will, let's say, build a barricade in the forest track. So this is an action. I decrease my supplies by 2, and I'll take one of the barricade markers and place it here. And for my next action, I will, I don't know, move Captain Piazza down here. So this is it. Friendly unit is in the nuclear plant space. I increase my research level by 1. This is the markers up here, and I'll just draw another one, and we are at research level 1. Up for our next turn. Next event card. Wait, these have to make a deck, so this is better. Hunting lodge located. Raiders, refugees, nothing, no outbreak, no consumed supplies. Zeds movement on the mountain track. Here they move, and we have 4 actions. And if a friendly unit ends his action in the campground space. So we have 4 actions. Let's move a unit in the campground space. Like, well, let's take, I don't know, Hernandez. He's moving here. And then we could maybe, okay, just to make it a bit more interesting, I will move right down here, just to show you the shooting. And I want to spend 1 action to shoot, so I'll decrease my ammo down on the left side to 1. And she has strength 4, a fighting value of 4. And as far as I know, let us have a look, she's getting a +2 shift. Right, crack shot. So we're on a 6. I'll tap the dice, roll once, roll twice. I see the sum is a 10. Look it up in the table. A 10 on the 6 is 3 hits. So usually, so now I just flip the unit, rotate it down. Otherwise I could have placed the dead Zeds marker, flip them from 1 to 2. This is how it works basically. And well, I think you get the idea. That's it. Have